We're standing outside of the home of Bill and Marge Johnson, a couple that resides in a small town in Ontario, Canada. In most respects, the Johnsons are a normal Canadian family. Marge is an attractive woman in her early 30s. Bill is a zombie. We're going to go inside and visit with the Johnsons and see exactly what it takes to make a mixed marriage like this work.
You must be Marge. I'm Lance Goodthrust, independent filmmaker. Came here to talk to you, Bill, and see how things are with you.
We've been expecting you.
Great.
Come on over here. I'll introduce you to my husband. Married for 15 years. It hasn't always been easy. Sometimes living with a zombie can be difficult, but we love each other so much. Yes, dear. I love you too.
So, Bill, what do you do for a living?
Well, what Bill is trying to say is he works for a home with troubled children. They can relate to each other quite well.
That's very admirable. So, what do you do, Mrs. Johnson?
Oh, I'm a typical housewife. I clean, I cook, I bake cookies. I love my life. It's fabulous.
You know, you must have just baked cookies recently because, boy, your house smells so good.
Oh, I'm just preparing last night's leftovers for Bill's lunch.
Are you?
Yes, I am.
Have you ever experienced any harassment or discrimination because of your, shall we say, non-traditional relationship?
Well, yes, actually. I have found that there's such a lack of diversity, acceptance in our society, especially in our hometown here. And it's a problem when we have to go to the graveyard to get our food.
You go to the graveyard to get food?
Oh, certainly we do. Sometimes kids actually throw rocks at Bill here. And now and then we've been hauled away by the cops all the way to jail.
My question is here, what sort of food would you get at the graveyard?
Oh, well, you know, all different parts of the anatomy. He prefers like a leg of man. You know, a good rump roast now and then is perfect.
What? When does he eat these things?
Well, actually, I think he's getting quite hungry right now. We're going to start with salad. Zombies' metabolism is quite slow. They need their roughage. Here you are, dear. Bill's favorite. Leg of man.
That's disgusting. How can you feed him human flesh?
You're no different than the others. Oh, Mr. Goodthrust.
Yes.
Bill would like you to stay for dinner.
Well, I don't know that I really would like to stay for dinner.
Oh, yes, you must. You must.
I just don't feel that what you're serving is just... No, stay away. You know, when I first came up with the idea to make this film, I went to a lot of different film production places, and a couple of them laughed at me, but the big ones, the big guys knew once they saw this, they had to have it. You know, I had the concept, but needed a little more storyline. And as you can see by watching the movie, it's quite complex. A lot of thought, obviously, went into making this film. So I went to my cottage in the mountains, way up north in Saskatchewan, and I started writing. I wrote like a madman. I didn't sleep. I didn't eat. It was insane. Finally got the finished product, put it on the desk of the producer. The rest is history. This is probably one of the greatest motion pictures of all time, and obviously you've seen the movie. There's nothing more to say. It's great. I'm great. I penned the script. What more can I say?
It seemed like such an amazing challenge to me. I'd never taken on a project of this magnitude before. And of course, working with such a renowned director as Lance Goodthrust, it was overwhelming. And memorizing all the lines was overwhelming as well. But I think this was a good start to my flourishing career.
Yeah, so it was like a fabulous idea to do this film. And I know Mr. Goodthrust, or whatever we want to call him, you know, he's taking all the credit. It's a bunch of crap. I made this film. This was me, all right? I mean, let's be realistic here. It was fabulous. He couldn't have done it without me, obviously. And I feel pretty ripped off on this whole thing, you know, because obviously I'm entitled to something here. My attorneys are working on it. That's right.